I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys in that game win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Go up. Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now just a so with the what you mean? Woo!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Seahawks lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Rams, who will need to be stout up front.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run for for the first time with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Turn this time, we'll go out to the 42-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll run for it. This is Foreman going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And on that long run, and now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Malik McDowell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll set up the throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Bailey now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him. Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make
tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. In motion is Grant. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. And just shedding him off there. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escape that, a big loss here as he's taken down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll drop to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And Allen's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Now let's go.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now here's Mahomes. Pushing his way through. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. Shreds the tackle. And Latimer's got it. 14 yards that time for number 14. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Here's Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other, 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped. Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Detroit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near midfield. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. McDonald makes a catch. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 3.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to